Hello and welcome to the TheNegroraguanPodcast, brought to you by the I-70 Connections with co-host the KC Stork and myself at 30 Pieces of Silver is our Twitter handle. The Stork is on military duty and is not able to join us for this recording, but he is with us in spirit. This episode we have a round/square table full of special guests, and by special I mean the kind. I am joined by my wife, Jamie. Say hi, Jamie.
Hi.
By my brother, Michael.
What's going on?
And his fiancée, Leslie.
Hello.
And to my right is going to be, not that you can see him, is Brian.
No.
And his fiancée, Abigail.
Hey.
We might call her Abby. I don't know if we're going to go Abigail. It's too long. But anyway, so we're going to open up the floor to everybody. We did a little bit of pregame earlier. Before starting, and initially it was going to be with just me and my brothers, and then the girls, they couldn't shut up. They didn't want to put the music down, so I was like, fuck it, let's just go ahead and join us, but let's see, let's open it up. Anybody want to air anything out? Fucking total silence. That awkward shit, right? Everybody, we're just using the computer microphone. Everybody's like, trying to hover over the computer and shit. But I don't know. I'm visiting. Me and my wife, we came down and visit with our son Logan, and I want to take this opportunity to do, just to do like our version of wifey material. Shout out to Where's My 30 Acres podcast and crew and everybody behind the scenes. We're not stealing your name. It's just something that just came up. It just felt good. But this is gonna be our version of wifey material. We include all the spouses and just kind of talk about what's on the floor. There's no rules. I mean, I guess there will be after tonight, but I don't know.
Well, I want to be the first one, man.
Introduce yourself.
Hey, this is Michael. Twitter handle is Ortega305. First off, great job on your success on this, Nigga
said success. I mean, granted, we gotta.
You know what, man? Success. When I mean success, the effort matters, And coming in here to do this, it's not easy. I've seen how the time and effort has been placed in this every day to do it. Winston and you guys got a lot of stuff on your plate, so kudos to you guys on that. But I need to come out and be very clear to you guys today. Mr. Winston, he's not, when I have an opportunity to talk to him, I will talk to him and let him know first things first, but I will let it know to my brother. In no shape or form, Mike Ortega, does any type of DRUG. Okay? I want to make it clear to everybody. I do not know what weed is, and I will never know what it is. I'm smoke-free. I'm drug-free. I could pass a drug test today if I needed to. I just need to make it clear to everybody that's listening. Other than that, guys, continue your success. I'm proud of you guys, that you guys making this effort. And, I know it can be difficult. Our younger brother's trying to make one, go and make it happen. Hopefully he can make it happen. Maybe, you guys can inspire him somewhat. Other than that, man, I leave the floor to everybody else.
All right, so first of all, I'm glad you addressed it. It is a running joke. Just like anything, just like if somebody gives you a nickname and that sticks, it's just going to stick. I'm Cocaine. Shout out to Damien. But
Cocaine Cowboy,
that's right. I'm sorry. That's my wife, Jamie. You don't pick your nicknames. You don't pick the stories we go by or refer you to. I got my friend from Lincoln that shall remain anonymous. And he is anonymous. He's an anonymous contributor. Mike, you just happen to be that you're going to be my brother that's going to have a drug problem. Or drug
It was funny.
Whether you have one.
It was funny because I wanted to give my boss, my boss the links, and then I thought about it, wait a second. This guy's going to hear this shit, and he's going to be like, man, this guy does weed and shit, and I'm like his employer, like I'm his boss. And I thought about that, like, hold on, I don't do that shit, man. Wait a second. So I just got to make it clear to everybody, I don't do none of that. I'm not an advocate, and I'm not opposed to it. I have no take on it. I'm a liberal.
All right. You're not running a campaign. You're not running for office. So, and the second thing, this show, this podcast, hey, if you're a free spirited person, you do what you do. That's fine. Just give us a like, write us a comment, give us 5-star rating on iTunes. We'll read it for now. But you do what you do. However you decide to listen to this podcast, it's up to you. No judgments here. All right. Just don't kill people. All right. And be nice. Be kind. All right. Other than that, I don't know how we're going to do this. We'll just see how it goes. We got my brother, Brian, over here. He's the youngest of the male. My sister, Lisette, is the oldest, but he's usually the quiet one. He's wearing a jersey. I think it's what, Brad Kaiva?
No, that's Duke, right? That's the number 8 Duke. Yeah, no.
But anyway, so he is sober and has much to say behind the scenes, but don't say shit. I'm gonna give him 15 seconds to say something.
I don't even want to say anything. I'm waiting on the topics to come on the table. All this small talk.
Hey, I just want to say something. This is Jamie. I want to see if I sound as sexy as they do on their big microphones. Like Winston said, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Well,
I want to hear your feedback. Thank you.
Well, there's no... This is the computer mic. We're all sharing it. Basically, we're like sharing the same cock right now. We're all talking to it at the same time. And this is no enhancements needed over here, so... I'm pretty sure you sound sexy, Jamie.
Thank you.
Right. The awkward silence again. No one really wants to say anything. It's like it's a miracle, Winston. You turn the on button or the play button or record button, and like everybody just goes quiet.
We like to
Don't say shit.
We're the background people.
So I guess we'll talk to my wife. Just my other 4 family members are fucking lame ass. But anyway, so we just finished. This is our second day here in Jackson, Mississippi, or Pearl, Mississippi, whatever. You know it's the same thing. So we had a 11.5-hour drive, 12-hour drive, and we decided to take a different route. But our son slept the whole way. But so
we weren't stopping.
No, we were not stopping. Little Rock, I came, I saw, I didn't conquer, and I left, but whatever. But we listened to a lot of podcasts, and this is the first time my wife had a chance to see or to hear the podcast that I listened to. And I listened to some ratchet ones. So what was your take? What was your favorite ones that you like, that you listened to or you heard?
I don't know. I kind of like the wifey one because she didn't really have any shit to talk about, but it was a lot of fun. It was funny. Shout out to Where's My 40 Acres, Brandon and his significant other Ashley. Yeah, you were hilarious on that one. Your trip to Governor's Ball and your remembrance or your reminiscence of it was actually pretty cool and pretty funny. And I feel you, Brandon. I feel you. You can't do anything but fight your own battles, though. But you gotta pick and choose. She's a strong woman, though.
Whatever,
yeah,
man.
She's a strong woman.
Whatever.
What's going on there, man?
Anyway, so this dude was well prepared, like we are. All males are always well prepared. He planned ahead. He basically looked at the weather 5 days in advance and said, okay, hey, you know what? It rained last time. I'm not going to fuck with them same shoes. I'm going to buy me some like walking, hiking / boots, shoes, and I'm going to be prepared. Because I'm not going to be caught in these, flimsy ass Nike fucking running / walking shoes, but you can't barely be on them for like 30 minutes, right? So he got some like trail walking shoes / boots. Well, his girl, Ashley, got some actual boots, all right? But she wore
like actual boots? Rainbows or
cute,
like
I think
boots?
two cute boots. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I'll go back on the episode. But anyway, point being, we get to the it's all right. It's all right. We always have dogs and everything in the background, so it don't matter. So they get to Governor's Ball. They have a blast, whatever, yada yada. The next day, they go to the concert. Concerts are starting to get shut down because it's raining. He is like all happy-go-lucky because he has his boots on and he's walking in the rain, right? His girl, on the other hand, you know, with all the preparation they had, now has to, is walking with some Nike running shoes, whatever, like fucking up her, no ankle support, no support or anything. And so, but he's just like walking, go lucky, and she was just like straight hating on him and everything. So, but that's what it is. So, I don't know. I mean, I feel like guys.
Hold on, man. I'm listening to you, man, but I'm trying to make sense of this shit. So what the hell happened, man?
Needless to say, this guy wore
what the hell is going on here, man?
some like legit hiking boots, and she wore.
We're talking about shoes right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, boots. There's difference. Boots and shoes.
So this is a struggle about shoes. Okay.
My friend, my brother, the one that is wanting to be clarified and talking right now. This is the one that does not have the drug problem.
I mean, I'm just trying to make sense.
What are you trying to make sense?
What's going on?
The guy was well prepared. Was preparing for rain and walking in the mud. Yes.
Okay, I just need to make sense because I'm listening to you, but I don't get what's going on here.
It's not entertaining. That's what it is.
You see what I have to do with America now? And then they want to be entertained.
I just want to make this clear that I am the only fucking white person here. Like, it's not like I don't understand white. Brown, and brown.
She's black, Ashley.
Pasty ass.
Yeah, so Leslie, I don't know why like calling someone black is funny, but I guess it just was. But anyway, so they're black. So apparently Leslie was saying
she was cited. She was cited.
No, ahead, well, I was cited.
Go ahead and
so
tell us the background.
let me make the story clear.
And who are you?
I'm Leslie, by the way. But anyway, I was driving one day, and it happened to be where it was out of nowhere. Was just kind of past the little sign, the speed limit sign. I was 5 miles over, and this idiotic cop decided to pull me over on the speed limit.
Easy now.
Well, I'm just being
true. Blue lives matter. Yes. Blue lives. All lives matter. Sexual lives matter.
All lives do matter. But this particular person was a redneck individual who is very hillbilly-like. But I was going, needless to say, I was going 5 miles over, got pulled over, and he decided to give me a speeding ticket. Fine. Don't mind about the speeding ticket. No problem. I'll take it every day, any day. What I didn't like about the matter was
she did say take it every day, all day, every day.
Zip it. So, needless to say, what happened with the ticket was that on there, under race, indicated B. And so I was like, well, B better stand for Brazilian or brown or something because this is bogus. So, call the actual department, it indicates B is for black. I called the department because this is the first time I have actually ever been racially discriminated against. So I felt that to be very, very harsh when it came from a particular cop, which is somebody I'm supposed to rely my life on. So that was very disappointing to me. First time ever moved into Mississippi, first time ever getting into a ticket in Mississippi. So, needless to say, cops in Mississippi, not a good shout out to you, homies.
I would love Winston's take on this.
I got a good story.
Winston would have a field day right now, probably.
That was end of story. But
hey, I ran into a cop over here on I-20 in Jackson, Central Mississippi, and I was going about 30 miles over the speed limit, and he just asked me if I was crazy. I told him no. The guy in front of me pissed me off, and he saw him speeding as well, so I showed him my insurance and everything, and he told me to have a good day, though. So, but
that's because you look like you're white, Brian. That's because you look like you're white. You don't look like you're brown.
There was a difference in
let's clear the air real quick. Brian can play off as a white person. He hangs out with the white dudes, so he can definitely play that card out.
Not all cops are bad.
No, they're not. You're absolutely right. But hey,
I was flying though. That guy, I shout out to you. He could have took me to jail over.
And your name is?
My name don't matter, dog. You guys get to know me.
Names
dog.
don't
Just
matter.
Listen to the
Black lives
podcast.
matter.
Get to know me.
Blue lives matter.
So somehow, some way, we go back to the cop topics that you've been having for the last 3 or 4 episodes.
Hey,
why can't you run away from it, Frank?
I don't know.
Speaking of cops, this is Jamie. This is Frank's wife. Okay,
she just cut me off though.
I did cut you off. So listen to this. He hasn't been pulled over for like 8 years. In the last week, he's been pulled over twice. Frank, can you explain this?
They turned the lights on me?
And they pull him over and say, do you know why I pulled you over, sir? And his answer is, no. Every time.
Well, rule of thumb, Frank, and we talked about this, you're always supposed to say no. You're always supposed to say, you get stupid.
No, you just say, yes, I have this big-ass bag of weed right here. That's why you pulled me over, right?
I mean, that guy literally said it earlier today. I actually saw a video that guy said, I always got weed in my car. But you always supposed to say, no, you don't know why you get pulled over. Never tell them why you got pulled over. Right there, you're incriminating yourself and you're giving them ammunition to fire him. So good job, Frank. Well, go ahead and elaborate to your story.
I didn't want to, but I guess I might have to now. So anyway, before I say something, so Jamie pulled something up, and we're going to clarify because, people are going to fact check us, and we want to make sure that we identify what a redneck is, and to an outsider's view, is predominantly used to describe a rural white American from any part of American South or rural Midwest. And hillbilly is usually confined to the same rural white Americans when they are from the Appalachian and Smoky Mountains as well as the Ozark Mountains of Arkansas and Missouri. So technically, unofficially, we call two different peoples like the same word and combine them. So, but good job from the black lady that thinks she is brown. But
that's confused. She don't know her race. Race is unknown at this
she's
point.
Brazilian. She's Brazilian. But
Which
anyway,
happens to be a nice tan color. Not, but hey, I guess people take it as it is.
But anyway,
I'm sure there's black Brazilians.
There is, and there's white Brazilians, and there's
that's what he meant. That's what he meant.
So
that's what he meant.
He just thought you were a black Brazilian.
That's all he
was just being polite and called you by your name.
No, by the race. He didn't ask what the race was. He just specifically
Anderson Silva, the spider.
Right.
He just automatically assumed, and he made an ass of himself by making.
Have you ever been asked for your race?
So I'm just saying.
Jamie,
no.
Have you ever been asked for your race, Frank?
No.
Brian, have you ever been asked for your race?
On applications, yeah, but not like
not
in
when
person.
you get a citation.
Even then I don't say. Even
now, if you look at a citation, do you have
I don't
race?
know. I don't know what citations are, sir.
I mean, I had one of those.
Go look at your. You probably have it in your glove box.
No,
I don't have no citation.
You got away with verbal.
Oh, you got away with twice.
You got pulled over in the Jeep?
No, I got. This was like years.
We need a copy. We need a copy of this citation.
Bring that copy so we can scan it and put it on live so that everybody can see what's going on.
Yeah, because
I mean, if I put a photo ID, I think if you was to put a vote, people would probably be just confused and they're probably. This would be a high percentage.
I think the B stood for brown, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Technically, it did not because I called the department and asked what it stood for, and they clarified it for me. So it did not stand for brown. It stood.
Hey, we just clarified it for you right now. We just created a new necessity. It's going to be brown means B means brown. There you go.
No, B does not be brown. Honey.
Yeah,
when you call the actual.
Well, if he was a
Department
hillbilly,
to find out, it was not.
If he was a hillbilly, maybe he put race just bilingual.
Department of Justice now.
But anyway, so
you call the Supreme Court while you're at it?
No, actually, I did not. But I'm sure if you do, they can tell you what B stands for.
It could have been a total bitch too.
Could have been, but
Just
I wasn't. I wasn't one. Because believe me, if I was going to be one, I would have been the biggest one. But I was not in that case. I was like, okay, whatever, give me the ticket. But that threw me off for a loop. It did. That was upsetting.
So that was upsetting. So that was. We're 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes in, and already racial profiling, black lives, brown lives, all lives matter.
They sure do.
We couldn't stop it. I mean, it's just what happens. But yeah, no, I haven't been pulled over at all for anything, and I got pulled over in less than in a week. I got pulled over twice. Once I was speeding, the other one I really wasn't. The second time the cop were I have my son in the bag, my wife in the passenger, and I'm driving in. I have my what do you call that? My cruise control set at 75, but we're going up a hill and we're passing the cop at 73. He flashes his lights. I pull over, whatever. Hands on the steering wheel and everything, waiting for him to signal me to pull my windows down. We don't need any more reasons to, to provoke anybody. So then he signaled me to pull the window down, and he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I was like, no, I don't know why you pulled me over. And he's like, well, I clocked you in at 85. And as he finishes 85, saying 85, I could hear and almost see my wife, smirk and go and do that shit. And I'm like, God damn.
How is it again, Frank?
So she did that, and I was like, 85. I got my cruise set at 75. I was passing you at 73. He's like, and not verbatim, but paraphrasing from the cop, he said, the police officer, he said, speedometers do fail from time to time. And I was like,
what type of car are you driving, Frank?
Yeah.
So you should have told them how accurate are the fucking guns they're fucking clocking.
Why? That's good, because in my mind I'm thinking like, wait a minute, if my speedometer is going bad, that means it's a manufacturer defect. I mean, there's going to be a recall, right? So I'm going through all these scenarios that I could come back and get them at him, but I was like, no, you know what? Fuck it. He asked for my driver's license.
Breaking news. Sorry to interruption. Brian's in the middle. Brian's in the middle of a Pokemon right now. He's playing Pokemon Go. He got a 3-headed giraffe or something like that. He's in the middle trying to catch him. Can he catch him? I don't know. He's spinning his finger around. I think he caught him.
What'd you catch?
Good job.
What'd you catch? Go ahead, Brian.
What did you catch, Brian?
It's nothing special. Dough drill.
Breaking news, guy. He got a dough drill. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's good because he just interrupted everybody.
Another Pokemon. Katu.
Go ahead, continue with your story, man.
Another Pokemon introduced to slavery, caught by the brown man for hard labor and everything.
I just traded him though.
But anyway,
for some coins.
Yeah. He sold it. He sold his slave that he just caught unwillingly from the natural lands for coins for exchange of money.
He wasn't strong enough, though. He was too weak.
Okay, making my point a little bit more stronger. But anyway. So we get pulled over. He gets my driver's license, and me and my wife looking at each other like dumb fucks. Like, how the fuck can we be passing him at 85? 85. That probably would have. That should have been. And the speed limit is what, 70?
It raced
I think it was.
Shit.
And then that should have been grounds for even asking me to get out of the vehicle. That's like 15 miles over, dog. But he was just mad because we passed him at 73, and he was boxed in, but needless to say, he came back and he said, like, here you go, and no ticket, no nothing. I think I got basically said, gave me a warning. And
not even a warning, because the warning is on paper.
Yeah,
he just had a verbal.
He just said, like, just slow down, and I was like, all right, sure. So he must have been, because when you pull over, you got to call it in to the dispatch, say why it is that you're pulling somebody over, and he told us 85 when it was probably like 74, and he was lying. He would have been caught. But my brother, Rulus said, delete all this stuff. We're just gonna edit that out later on, and we'll see what happens. So going on to the next topic, I know you girls were talking about being an 80s or late 80s, early 90s kid, and you were reminiscing on different shit. We already know that one of us is playing Pokemon. I'm not playing Pokemon. What girls talking about?
So, who remembers about AOL and connecting to, having to go through dial tone and connecting to
I
the
did
internet?
dial tone, yeah.
But I did MSN Messenger.
I think Carlos is still doing that shit right now.
And then it would connect to AOL. I thought that was so awesome. When they'd hear the little to finally connect. I was like, yes, finally got connection to Wi-Fi.
How many failed calls?
It's not even called Wi-Fi.
It was just AOL.
I never experienced that encounter. I was
And
It was just internet connection.
I'm from a small town. I don't know about everybody else, but dialing up took forever. And if you had a storm, you were out for a month. Like, it sucked.
It sure did. And you had to wait and patiently wait till it finally connected. And then once you did, it was like, it was like glory. It was awesome. And then it took forever to load a page. And yeah, you couldn't accept your calls, so you had to wait and connect the little the telephone line to the computer for it to connect.
Something like that.
That's exactly how it sounded. I was like, God, I was pretty serious. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Holy shit.
I was trying to make the sound effects, but clearly it was not as good as that.
And after you get through all that shit, you might still not be able to connect to the internet.
Yeah, it was rough, man.
And everybody ran to the fucking phone like, don't pick up the phone.
Don't
pick up the phone.
Nobody called.
It was,
and chatting was awesome. You'd be able to chat with a whole bunch of people.
Yahoo was the shit.
I
think at that time Yahoo was the shit. I think Yahoo.
No, it was AOL. And
AOL
then Yahoo came out.
Yahoo came right behind him and took him out, man.
The IM series.
I never got AOL.
Came out that time frame.
I never created an AOL. I created a Yahoo.
It's called AIM.
Yeah, it was AIM. It was AIM.
It was AIM. AOL Instant Message.
It's Instant Message.
I had Yahoo Messenger and MSN Messenger. I never had
MSN.
That's
right.
MSN Whatever came out, I was like, yes.
I think it was them three. Are we missing someone else? We had AIM,
Netscape.
Netscape.
But those were what do you call them? Like search engines, like internet providers.
Man,
like,
fucking Google was nowhere to be found, right?
Google was. It might have still been.
Google came like creeping, like I'm about to get it, all you guys. I'm coming.
Maybe. I think,
a sense, yeah.
I think Google was a development of like Netscape and AOL, and just like not going through all that bullshit. But really, Google's just a search engine right now. I know that's how they made their introduction, but I mean, it's only a matter of time before shit's gonna be improved. You guys remember? I know you guys are older than I am. I mean, younger than I am by 6 years at least, at most actually. But remember the Nokia phones? The ones
you gotta talk about the
Snake.
You gotta talk about the game Snake, man. Snake was the shit.
I mean, even from there, and then
even those phones were the shit.
It started with those big ass phones with the antenna.
And things would not break.
Yeah, you had to hold with two hands. It started with that in the early 90s, and then it went down.
It started with a suitcase, and then you would take it from there, and that's how you would use it.
The fuck? I never saw a suitcase.
That was how the phone.
She was on some level shit. She was on some Miami Beach type of shit. I was not living.
And then it started with the brick, it looked like a brick with a big old antenna. And then it started evolving into flip phones.
We were living in the bum streets,
man. It went to flip phones, and then it was Nokia.
She was raised in Miami Beach, by the way, guys. Keep in mind that she's talking about.
I'm talking about Miami Beach, the back in the days.
We didn't know where to be at. We didn't even know what that was at that time. So we're sorry about that. But yeah,
I'm sure other people in this podcast can relate to what I'm talking about here.
Some of them probably. Who knows?
I
don't remember. I just remember the Zach Morris. Remember Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell? He had that cool mobile phone ordering pizza from the class. I remember that shit. And then the Nokia phones. And then from the Nokia phones, you had the flip phones.
And that was the shit. I was a master. I could literally talk to a teacher. To this day, I still remember talking to a teacher as I text with one finger underneath the desk. That was the shit. You can't do that shit no more, man.
Well, you had to press. Remember, you had to press for
you
one letter.
Those numbers.
Like for S, you had to press that thing 4 times.
4 times for S.
And then move on to the next thing.
I think I'm feeling the after effects to this day. I think I cramp up now.
That's why
I can't move.
Our generation's gonna definitely have arthritis because of
it. All right, guys. But if you missed it, you had to keep clicking back, or you had to delete it.
And go all the way back.
You're automatic.
Start again.
And then from there, from that
went
flip
to the
phone,
BlackBerry with the little ball.
That shit was the shit.
Was it? So
it was the Black Bowl. It was the BlackBerry Bowl.
So it was so after the flip phones, then we went to BlackBerry.
BlackBerry was it went to the Palm Trio.
That's right.
Palm tree became, then Blackberry was right behind them, and Blackberry
then Nokia came out with color, and it was like, oh, because they had color.
Yeah, that's right.
Out the roof.
It was like right around the same time, and then Blackberry.
If you had a Palm tree, you were the shit in high school.
What were they called before? I know
they were. And then they had sidekicks come out.
Sidekick
was the sidekick
was the size of your. Like your
that was
shoe.
the shit. Let me tell you, a little thing goes blink. I still have the sidekick slide.
Remember when T-Mobile was advertising with D Wade, the sidekick?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking D Wade, young skinny Wade, man.
And then after that, then Blackberry came out.
Blackberry was the shit.
When they came out, it was like
it's funny how.
And then now RIM is like, I think they're struggling.
RIM is struggling. They're on the last line. Like they're like on 2% critical life right now.
And I think they're holding on to like federal government contracts internationally. I think that's the only reason why they're
not going down.
But
they made an Android phone as of late. What was it on the previous?
No, it was the Motorola came out with the Android with the Droid. Motorola came out with the Droid, and then there was Android.
Motorola came out with the first Droid, and then it was down.
Samsung took over. iPhones came out. That was it.
And
competition went
somewhat, in a sense, Droids always took in the lead of Apple's.
You mean that they've gone ahead?
They've always been ahead.
They always been, and that's why they always fail. I believe
they have never failed in the sense.
Hey, dogs.
It's all right. We could edit that out. It's not a big deal.
In a sense, I believe they have always dominated.
So for those that can't see or want to understand, so me and my wife we're Apple and iPhone users. So, and my brother is hanging on to a Droid. So,
do they still say toy when they send a text message?
Yeah.
Toy.
We're gonna take a brief intermission in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes, nigga.
31.
Toy.
You could talk right now. I'm just gonna edit this out. I'm gonna cut that out.
You gotta edit a lot of shit.
I'm editing out after 31 minutes, and then we'll go back and record. When you get back, I'm gonna get something to drink real quick.
If it was August 20th, I would not be sitting at this table.
Yeah, one of your pizzas, guys.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What is that? The McGregor fight?
Alright, we can talk about that next.
Anyways,
she hasn't talked yet. We gotta let her
maybe the
talk.
first to say.
I don't remember any of the AOL stuff.
No,
I don't remember no bad phones. Really? I don't remember no brick phone.
Me neither. I started with the
My
Razor.
first phone was a Motorola
My
Razor.
first phone was an HTC.
That was a pink
touch
Motorola Razor.
At
I had
one of
an
the
Ericsson.
I had the little.
I had a Sony Ericsson, the first little
I gotta go home.
looking around model. Metro PCS came out.
When I was 13, I got my first iPhone, the iPhone 2G.
Damn, that's fancy. I was 13. I got my first little Sony Ericsson. Metro PCS came out. I thought it was a shit because I was like, snake. I'm so excited.
Anyways, happy 23rd birthday, Abigail.
Happy 23rd birthday, Abigail.
Happy birthday.
Woo! Second birthday celebrated on this podcast.
Thank you.
First female birthday to be celebrated on the podcast. Yeah, that's still on. We don't record anything. we don't delete anything. Only dead silence or dog barking. Or people saying erase everything. A la Brian.
Yeah, what was that about, man?
Yeah,
Garbage.
why are you hating though? I mean, why is it garbage? Tell
That
us.
shit is the same shit that happened last time. You got intimidated. Last time you didn't even show up.
Garbage though.
Hey, that's when he went to
One time,
Wichita with us, and he's like, "Oh, there's this girl over here," and she showed up like this close to him, and he didn't say a word. He was like,
Damn.
"Oh, he choked." It was great.
She was all over.
I think he was like 15, 16 years old. That was awesome.
I've never been good with the girls.
I
It
think
just looks like it.
the right answer.
Like he talked all this mad stuff, and then she got up right beside him. He was like,
Damn.
You did, Chuck, like a motherfucker. But this is coming from someone that was playing third base and was playing like she had a hole in the fucking glove when there was no hole in the glove at all. But anyway, so Abigail, you were saying that what was the phones that you were remembering? Or you didn't remember what we were talking about?
The phones that I remember using is just the Motorola Razr.
That was like 5 years ago.
Wait, but which one though? It was the one that like a million?
The thin one, I don't know. The Razr.
Yeah, the really thin one. No, I think it was...
It was one of my first phones. I mean, when did you guys get your first phones anyway?
6th grade, I had a track phone.
God damn, you had a phone at 6th grade?
Yeah. I had a track phone, so every time you sent a text, you lost 0.5. And my parents only filled like 30 points on it. So you couldn't text, you could only call my mom and say, Mom, come pick me up from school. Click. That was about it. But I could play Snake all day.
That stir flag.
Bro, I remember when I got text messages on my phone. That was the shit. I was like, yeah.
So, and I just want to say, my nephew is in 7th grade, and he has an iPhone now. Isn't that some bullshit?
Yeah,
He does?
Yeah.
I thought he just had the touch.
Oh, no, he got it, and he thinks it's super cool. He's like, Jamie, look at this. I recorded this last night.
When did he...
Oh, no,
make a
apparently
phone
that
call?
was his...
Now, this lady at work today got
It's like unlimited
her
text,
10-year-old
too.
son an iPhone 6S plus 64 gig.
But they got it through the Walmart company, but it's like $35 for unlimited text and call. It's a pretty good deal. I want to switch to that. And you go off the like Sprint towers or something like, or no, what's the other company? Not AT&T. Verizon towers.
Yeah. The thing about that is, though, that it's not the main. They have different towers. Like, the main towers they actually pay extra for, and, like, the lower towers, which is not as good.
And how do you know this?
So, work for AT&T?
She's just saying that to promote her business.
It is, absolutely.
My brother's making unnecessary
It's like
sounds
chomping on ice.
because he thinks that I'm going to erase this, but I'm not. He's getting put on blast. And actually, this is going to be called the Brian Edition podcast show. That's the name of this episode. And his name and his picture is going to be on this episode. When you listen to all full 2 hours, you're gonna be looking at his Tiger Woods, T.I. looking boy face when he's 24.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, not even T.I.
In the last month, I had like about 10.
Baby T.I.
Yeah,
Actually, not even.
The little boy in
His brother.
what's the movie?
ATL.
ATL, the little boy.
The little boy.
Yeah.
The little one.
If I'm not mistaken, it's Diana Ross's son.
You're not no Diana Ross's son, nigga.
That's who he is, though. He plays the role of T.I.'s little brother.
He's acting serious right now.
ATL.
Go ahead. We're gonna give him a minute to get out of his chest. Go ahead. Make this episode more entertaining, Brian. This is the producer / musician / releasing my album every month. Got a 5-minute mixtape, but no one's heard of him.
Well, he lost his whole body.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah. I shattered his dream on my way to Florida State, baby. So this guy had a lot of lyrics in his notebook, infamous notebook.
He just started like 2 weeks prior.
So we stopped at a gas station to fill up. I guess he was writing some rhymes. So we stopped at a gas station.
Like
I
just
told him, hey man, you want something to drink? He's like, yeah, sure. I got you. Put this notebook on top of the hood of the car. Forgot about it because I guess he was infatuated with his drink that I had bought him. After we take off, please believe me, I took off. I was hitting 40, 50, 60 miles out of the gas station.
We noticed something in the rear view mirror.
And he said, my dream! My life! He got smashed into another car.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think we slowed down to the point that we were about to like come on a full stop and then consider. We discussed this and it was up for discussion.
And then he's like, what was that?
Me and my brother, me and Michael were talking to us like, yo, let's go back. He's like, hold up, where we're gonna turn? And then Brian chimes in and is like, nah, fuck it, I can start another one. Mind you, this is like apparently like his life for the last 4 hours of driving. So how's that make you feel?
It's just another hurdle in life, though. So saw it as an opportunity to start from scratch, though.
Where you at?
Most of the stuff in that binder was probably garbage, anyways. Like,
Probably.
Where you at right now?
where am I at right now? I'm at this round/square table, like Frank said.
Since that notebook, where you at? Like,
How long ago was that?
has there anybody around that area came out with your lines?
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was.
Be
What's
honest,
that
man.
kid's name? Designer.
Designer.
Timmy Turner.
Did you have that when you?
We're looking for a
Oh shit! The original.
the original Timmy Turner right there.
So is that why Designer has two eyes? They didn't take it from you? And that's what's up, though. Now, we give him a hard time, but, I still love him. But it's just funny. He talks big game beforehand.
He has a
and
lot of good thoughts.
afterhand.
He has a lot of good meanings.
He does.
Yeah,
But
he
you
has
put him in the thick of it, and it's like he curls up.
No, I don't want to bring up any topics here because we got some guests on the show.
It's
I don't want to. I don't want to
we on
steer
vacation.
the podcast in a certain direction.
Go ahead.
Where
How do you feel about religion?
no, man.
What's your stance on Christianity, Muslim, and Judaism?
I don't know anything about none of them.
So, okay, well, how do you personally feel about God? Do you believe in a God?
That's
Do you
not
Are we
believe
gonna
in
have a topic about
Hold
God?
on,
Did we just
Wait a
hold
minute,
on.
you just shifted from the one things you don't
This
discuss
is
about
what I
it,
was
religion
trying to
and
avoid, though.
politics.
But
Yeah, but this is a podcast.
Okay.
I was trying to
One
talk about like
steer.
McGregor or versus.
Oh, let's talk
Diaz
about
or
McGregor.
something,
What's going on with him,
Or Madden 17 coming out. It's
We don't do that on this podcast.
Madden.
We do anything.
Well, let's talk about game systems then. I mean,
So
I
what's-
remember growing up.
So
with-
what's your stance on Judeo-Christian gods?
I don't. I just,
So you don't believe in God?
I grind. I
Do you believe in a God?
I believe in money.
Do you
God.
believe in God?
Is God?
Do you
Is
believe-
your money God?
No.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Who is your God? Or what? Describe the type
George
of God that you
Washington.
believe in.
Abraham Lincoln.
Little Wayne.
Who is it?
Describe your God to me. To the listeners.
Nah, man. What's the point of this, though? Hold on, though. What are you doing, though?
I mean,
No.
everything should be
No.
open up on the table. I mean, I'm respectful people.
You want to talk about Connor? Let's talk a little bit about Connor. What's going on with Connor?
Conor McGregor? Okay, coming up. Conor McGregor. What we
Tell
want?
me, what's your
Say
take
something
about
about
it?
Conor McGregor.
He's. I can't even find the words to describe you, McGregor. Shout out McGregor, though.
Hey, look, man. Hey.
That was not a mixtape, but that was his mouth.
I don't know what to say, though.
Hey, seriously, shout out to Connor. I'm looking forward to that fight coming up on Saturday. I don't want to sell the fight because I'm not in the business of that, but I am looking forward to it. So what's going on about that fight, Brian? Go ahead and elaborate a little bit.
Brian just got into UFC, but he's like,
I'm still a little disappointed in the last big event from UFC when we didn't get to see what's his name fight, the main card.
I don't know. There's a
Versus
lot of
Cormier.
it's
Cormier.
been happening. Oh,
John
Anderson,
Jones.
John Jones.
Yeah.
You screwed up
Well,
the
you can
best
forget about
card
him,
in
about him.
UFC history.
Well, you know,
Wait, was he gonna fight John Jones? No.
yeah, that was UFC.
It can't be
original
John
UFC
Jones.
That's when
200.
Anderson Silva came in.
Anderson Silva came in and tried to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, but
and
McGregor
it's
can't fight
terrible.
Jones. McGregor.
That's not what I'm
No,
talking
no,
about. Clearly,
you
you
say-
see this guy's no.
You make
The
it
main
sound-
card
you make it
was
sound-
Cormier and
Yeah.
DC.
Oh, you're
versus John Jones.
referencing that card, that
Yeah.
UFC. Okay,
That's what I said.
okay.
I don't know what
He
that
made
can
it
do with
sound-
Connor,
I said-
but
Before we talk about the event that's coming up, I'm disappointed in the latest
it's been
event.
happening recently. A lot
he
of
ruined the
comments.
best card in UFC history. There were at least 10 good fights on that card. If you keep up with UFC,
So let me ask you: if you're in Dana White position, do you bring in Connor in that situation, or do you stand with your pride? I mean, a lot of people said that You know, like he did right by standing firm and not letting Conor in.
Exactly.
I, as a businessman in that situation, if I was a businessman, I probably would have let him.
Why not?
I probably would have let him.
You probably would have let him?
Yeah. Fuck
of course.
I would have. Because I would have got him early on the fight in 200, and I could put him right back in October if I'm a moneymaker. But now you put him late August, and you can now probably put him into late November.
But what happened?
You could flirt with the idea of putting him early July, late September, and probably late December, and you could get 3 more fights out of him. But now you may not be able to. You can in a sense, but you're flirting with it. You know, you're flirting because now he has to drop back down to 145 to defend his title. So in a sense, you can, but. You know, I would have put him, but what's your take on that?
But what happened look at what happened in UFC since the last McGregor fight.
Man, I'm glad with the decision that was made to put Anderson Silva in there, but I'm disappointed in Cormier for just trying to survive every second of the fight instead of trying to take out the opponent.
Cormier?
Yeah, bro, he was running away from Silva.
Cormier was not looking to fight Anderson Silva. In the mind, he was not in there for that fight. In the mind, and if you look at the pre videos, and when he heard the announcement that he was out, he was not a fan of the idea that he was not going to fight him. This guy trained for that guy, and naturally so. If you really want a guy like Conor is dealing with Nate right now, you'll be disappointed in the last seconds of a minute of days before a fight. He doesn't show up. You'd probably be disappointed.
I wouldn't be surprised if Diaz wins again because some way, somehow, that guy can take
who you got going on into this fight on Saturday?
I hate to make a choice.
We know you do.
So for grabs again. It's gonna be entertaining.
I got Conor. As much as I think Nate has the advantage here,
he's a Conor fan
and length and everything. I think he has the opportunity to go in there on Saturday. And
you still believe McGregor should have won the first fight?
Absolutely, and a lot of fans will say the same shit. If he was,
but that's what I'm trying to say is. McGregor was supposed to win the first fight, but nobody, credit to Diaz
here's
for coming out on top.
Hey, here's physics, here's health, here's the natural body. You cannot gain 10 to 15 pounds in a matter of time.
McGregor looked great in the ring. I feel like he threw all his best in the first 5 minutes.
He was gassed, bro.
And he was gassed.
That's like you fighting me.
But it's like you going in.
I got over 100.
I don't think it was about weight or anything. I think it was just that McGregor wanted to go for a quick knockout, maybe like his previous fight, but it failed. And I don't think he was planning for a long fight. I don't think he was planning for a long fight. He was trying to go in there and knock him out.
Are you fucking serious?
And Diaz didn't go down. And
are you serious right now? You're talking about he was not prepared for long. He was prepared for another fighter that backed out and got hurt in the last moment. And then you asked the guy to get up to 10 pounds in a matter of less than 2 weeks. The guy, Nate, was already at 170 to take on this fight. Conor, everybody keeps talking about Nate took the fight on less than 2 weeks. But Conor had to take the fight in less than 2 weeks. Go up a pound or two.
No, he didn't have to. It was a catch weight. It was agreed upon that they didn't have to be at a certain weight.
It had to be at 65. And what were you planning to take it at 165 and he takes it at 170? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's a catch weight.
That was not going to happen, Frank. You got to go back to.
But they just wanted to see that fight. And it wasn't.
There was a catch weight.
It wasn't a title
fight. 165 to 170.
Right, but if there was no penalties if you didn't wear out that weight though. There was no penalty because it's not a title fight.
Then you might as well put the gun in your table and shoot yourself. Because why would you take a guy at 170 and you're 140?
I don't know. I'm not a fucking fighter. You guys are the experts at that shit.
Like I said, McGregor could have won that fight, but
he was not going to ever win that fight. I told you
he had the wrong strategy. I feel like he was trying to embarrass Diaz.
He was not going to last the first round.
And
we have lost two. Special guests, Abigail and Jamie, they have both decided to take a nap at the sofa because of this informing UFC talk. But let's continue this. That's it? That's all we wanted to talk about, UFC? There's nothing else, Leslie. You had anything you want to talk about?
Nigga, you don't talk, dog. You just kill the
I
vibe.
brought up topics before, but nobody wanted to listen. So.
Go ahead. You got the floor now.
Man, I'm just glad football season is around. Because I don't want, that way I can watch something instead of hearing all this bullshit.
Go ahead, Leslie.
Ready for my
Brian
fantasy
was
football
talking about
league?
Madden coming out. I was talking about gaming systems, how they have really evolved throughout the decade, I would say. I remember growing up with Sega, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Now it's all about PS4 and the latest Madden games.
Yeah, NBA 2K is coming out. That's the best game. Basketball, NBA Live fell off, but I remember NBA Jam. Everybody, all the players look the same. It was funny, though.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take from, we always talk about, we have three males here and we're going to probably dominate the talking points and all that stuff. But it's interesting that you brought up a topic about gaming systems, video games, something that's can be easily relatable, especially to the male counterpart. But I'm the only one that's trying to talk to you about how you came up with that topic. Brian was trying to steer away to an actual video game, but I like to explore, like, how'd you come up with that topic? Is that something that particularly interests you, or is it just something you just kind of decided to say something at when I asked you to come up with a topic? I mean, how do you really feel about it?
I mentioned it. I mentioned
well,
it.
Yeah, Brian mentioned
because I said that Madden's coming out in a matter of less than 14 days.
I think
so
now it's
I'm gonna get the deluxe edition, and I'm gonna get started on my team. Though you can catch me online, though, if you brave enough.
What's your gamer's tag?
What?
What's your gamer's tag?
My gamer tag. Nah, fuck that, though. Keep my shit private, though.
So the listeners are not gonna catch you.
Nah, they're not, dog. You gotta be in a league or some shit, though.
But anyway,
I don't play random people.
I wasn't talking to you when I was referring to my question. I'm talking to Leslie.
I brought it up, though.
But go ahead, though.
Gronkowski on the cover. This man right here, 30 pieces of AG, silver, gold, whatever. Wanted Gronkowski, but he takes Tom Brady in last year's fantasy football draft. Yeah. And you choked, dog. You try to get the. They try to trade for Gronkowski the whole season.
Motherfucker, you took over your fiance's team and was trading back and forth between your fucking two super teams. All right, we don't want to hear that shit. And plus, you were the fucking commissioner of the league.
Good damn.
For real. But anyway, so go ahead, Leslie. Before Brian took your shine.
I remember that Super Nintendo shooting those ducks with that gun and.
Well, yeah, that was going to be my take on it. Was technically throughout the last decade, it's really evolved more into sports. I would say, particularly before it was about kind of funny games. You had the little what do you call that? Little bleep, like a little
Tetris.
No, it wasn't Tetris. I mean, they had Pac-Man and stuff like that too, but it wasn't that. It was that little first it was the airplane that you go shooting all these little things, and then it was the little thing where kind of you had the ball bouncing like a tennis court back and forth. And then
I wish you could see her hands right now. She's like raising them up and down.
Right.
I mean, you
trying
guys know what I'm
show
talking about.
you
It's that little.
this.
It's like a tennis court. You pass the ball from one, and then you got to make sure it bounces from the other side. Keep going. It's like this is like old school kind of games kind of thing. But then went to like Mario, Super Mario, and it kind of now is just really more evolved to not really any kind of. Well, I mean, I don't know this. I guess guys will probably relate to it more. Not really fun figures kind of stuff. It's more sports, I think.
So
There's
what?
Minecraft.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but
they just create. I don't know. They just create little stuff. I think back then was just more. I think more fun, more entertaining kind of thing. Now it's kind of more competition with back then they had Mortal Kombat, but now it's all sports and Call of Duty, and you got to compete. You got to get to the next level. You got to get to the top, or you're nothing. That whole scenario.
So when was the last time you played a video game then?
Last time I played a video game was.
And because you wanted to, not because Mike told you to.
No, I mean last time I played PS4, but I do have Super Nintendo. I love Mortal Kombat. That's my favorite. But I think the last one that I really had fun with was Nintendo 64 with Tony Hawk's. and I would skate, and I would be competing with my cousin because I was a shit with her. I would be collecting all these little points all these little tricks of Tony Hawk's and stuff. When that little thing came out and skateboarding,
Another sport.
Awesome.
You look it up online on your dial tone,
but it was
about
sports.
the cheat sheets.
Yeah, you look them up, or even on the Motorcom X, or like the gaming systems. What is the other one called, honey?
My favorite non-sports game.
It's not Motorcom X. What's the competing one?
Tekken?
Which one?
Tekken. You look up the little cheat sheets and kind of compete.
Those are
Tekken.
Chinese.
Tekken is like a company. Killer Instinct. I remember Killer Instinct was like the counter.
It was Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct. What was the other? Tekken was a fighting one too. Yeah. Those were fun too.
I like Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Awesome. That was pretty cool. That was a pretty good game.
Sonic was fun.
So it's been a while. I just asked you that because
they had Magic Heart Kingdom,
Frogger,
Kingdom Heart, something. That was a little Disney Channel.
The game that I don't know why they don't bring back is like Mario Party and
Zelda.
Which one was the party one? What was that one?
They had like Pokemon, Mario. They had
it was like
everybody
a Mario Party kind of. It was a super cart, wasn't it? And you like race. The little princess and all this other stuff.
No, but I remember the party one. But what was the gist of the party one though?
It's like all the games in one, and you fight each other.
Okay, but it was a fighting one. It was just all the characters. That's right. Nah, but I say that because I'm listening to more.
So what we're coming to an agreement is that this generation of kids is suffering though. Pobrecito though.
So if you notice, I've done a podcast with my boy, the Casey Stork, and it's taken us about 6 episodes to, kind of fill out each other, like no homo shit, but whatever. So like you're gonna hear a lot of talking over each other, which is fine, which is normal conversation. This is how we do it if we were like not recording or whatever. But like I was saying, you're right, though. I mean, I think you guys both bring up a good topic, but I guess what I'm trying to explore that is because I listen to a lot of podcasts now, and one of the words that I hear about, and most of them are black hosts that are talking about on these shows, so they're gonna refer to as blurds. Is basically like black nerds, and one of the things that I was thinking about for the longest time is. I'm not necessarily black, and I'm Hispanic. I classify identify myself as Hispanic and all that. But we do have the same interests. Whether we're males, born in between 80 and 90s, or females, born in between the 80s and 90s. We got into the gaming systems, and it was interesting to hear Leslie's kind of items that she was pointing out. But what I found also interesting is the fact that my wife, Jamie, chimed in on some of especially the fucking cheat codes, the cheat sheets. I mean, that was interesting, but I guess like a sore loser like you are, you probably would want all the cheat codes.
So those, I'm just going to interrupt Frank. If you know me, I am the first person to interrupt everybody, and I'm super competitive. So Frank wanted to play this soccer game back like 10 years ago. And that was the time when you still had to plug in your remotes, okay? And we're playing soccer. Somehow he was still winning, and his fucking remote was disconnected from the machine, and he was still winning.
So I scored like 2 goals without being plugged in.
That's not even possible.
Isn't the game supposed to be interrupted as soon as the remote?
It did not. I think it was rigged. He put one of those cheat sheets in, the cheat codes, and he was still winning. I was pissed my whole drive home.
But anyway,
still pissed 10 years later.
But just so you know, I think we have a culture of like, there's nerds of all races, colors, creeds. It's always nice to hear that from other people. I know we were going into the direction of sports and all that stuff, and I had to deviate.
I mean, I could talk about Game of Thrones, but everybody in here is lame. They're not on it.
So tell us, like, put us on game.
Mike, tell him, bro. Dexter.
How you gonna introduce something and then go ahead and throw it to somebody else?
Because he's one of my students.
How does he want to
put him up on the knowledge?
How does he want to? So you bring the shine, but then you're like
he's been enlightened,
and then now you're like should throw it to somebody else, and you're done. And you done, and he walked out. But anyway, hey Leslie, not Leslie, Abigail, come over here.
No, I'm good.
Well, come over here now. I'm gonna interview you now.
Oh no, I got nothing to talk about.
Come on.
What do you want me to say?
I like the sound effects.
So
Come
I was
on.
pulling up. We were talking about like the 80s babies, stuff like that, 80s and 90s. So I was pulling up the little meme, and it says, the guy's like smirking or like sad face. He says, I rented a movie. The previous customer didn't rewind it. Remember the VCRs and oh my gosh.
Rewinding. Oh man. And you remember the playback?
I remember you had to turn on the VCR just to watch cable, dog. I don't remember.
Brian, why are you talking over everybody? Let her finish her talk.
You ended up having to put the movie on over and over, and then as soon as the movie ends, you had to pop it out. Either you did it manually, or you were lucky enough to have that little machine to pop it in, and then press the button to rewind.
Or you put your finger in the hole and like twist it when it fucks up.
Yeah, you had to do it manually, or like you had to put it in the machine.
I used to like the fucking VHS. You go pick them up on a Friday night, and
for whatever reason, what the fuck happened to y'all?
For whatever reason, you go pick up your VHS and. Right next will be a Chinese spot.
Ooh.
And you'll get Chinese food.
It's pizza now. I don't know about Chinese.
You do pizza now, but you will always get Chinese. Back in our time, man, you will get Chinese food.
Oh, it sounds like a good night to rent a movie and eat some Chinese food.
Absolutely. You don't do that shit no more, man.
That was before.
I remember all the options you had. Now, you just go. You can go to the store, walk, get an option movie.
I remember Frank and the senior. I think it was the senior year. This
Buy
guy had a fucking field
Hey, dog,
day.
you know what I like about Miami, though? When everybody graduates, they play that same shit. As we go on.
That's everybody.
That's everybody.
That's everybody.
That's shit in Mississippi.
What do they play in Mississippi?
Not a damn thing.
How would you know?
School is out forever.
Alice Cooper.
That's
right
what
there,
they play
right?
over here, dog.
Oh my god.
But nah, never mind. My bad, dog. Fuck y'all, dog. Shit,
I'm done, man.
So what?
Left field.
Wow, damn, with the yawning.
That was left field way. I was like, we were talking about Blockbuster and then
I
graduation.
thought y'all were talking about Fontainebleau, dog. Over there at Don Pan, dog.
No, Don Pan. Are they still around?
Hell yeah.
Are they still around?
What, Album Bomb?
They are. We're not.
No, Don Pan.
I don't know about Don't Bomb.
I don't think they still
They
are. I
are.
don't think they are, though.
They are. We're not. We're not around.
You know another thing I remember? Napster, LimeWire, burning all the CDs.
Oh, LimeWire was a shit. It sure was.
I destroyed a lot of laptops. Recipe.
Yes, you did, including mine. Thank you.
What?
For that.
Downloading that new designer.
Right?
Remember that. He did. He screwed up my computer. Appreciate you.
How the fuck did you? How did you fuck them up though?
All the viruses
All
came
of
in.
this shit. No, it wasn't even LimeWire. It was a whole bunch of other stuff.
Damn. I remember you try to sneak in, you try to create 18 soundtracks.
It's really
and then you just sticking in fucking last tracks. I think like the first 5 were like your best songs, and then the rest of the fucking 18 album were like whatever song. And then nobody would ever hardly listen to the 18 song. That shit, you just snuck in one just to sneak one in, man. That shit was fun as fuck, man.
Yo, I feel old around you motherfuckers, dog.
You are old.
I'm 32, going on fucking 33 in October.
Pretty sure they call you Grandpa.
Yeah, I am Grandpa Frank apparently, though. But damn, I don't know
What do you remember, Frank?
I don't
See, to be honest, when
Frank
that
had
new
a life,
Star
though.
Wars movie came out, I was like, whatever, though. That shit didn't interest me.
I've never found an interest in Star Wars.
I've never seen anything about Star Wars.
I like Star Wars. I
Star
bought the
Wars
series, so if you guys want to watch it.
You just
But do you
watched
know,
it. Chill out.
like the whole?
They
like,
jumped on the shit on the bandwagon, and they.
No, I remember watching Star Wars when I was a kid. I just never understood it
He
until I
did.
rewatched it again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about Brian forever.
Oh my god, man. Oh my god. But anyway.
Have you seen his concerts?
You can't do that.
He's like, wow.
Yeah, he was
Brian
out.
forever gonna be designer. Oh.
He's gonna be designer. But anyway, so hey Abigail, you gonna join us?
I'm good. Yeah, go ahead.
Wow, we lost one for a count. Alright, so we're gonna go around the table. I don't know if this is
Man,
gonna
I'm
be
still mad, dog. These motherfuckers don't know how to play dominoes, dog. That's sad.
So how do you play domino then?
I thought you were supposed to draw 7. You scored if you have 10 or higher or multiples of 5.
So you're counting.
And if you don't have in your hand a domino to play, you get one from the boneyard. But apparently,
No, you don't.
See, that's what I'm talking about, guys.
Yes, you do.
What boneyard?
So if it's 3 people, okay, out of I think it was 29 something pieces and dominoes or whatever. So if you're 3 or let's say 3 people, you collect, I think it's 6 or 7 per each, and then there's maybe about 7 or 8 left. So what you do then is you keep going. Obviously, whoever has a double 6 begins, and then you go around clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever you decide. Whoever goes first kind of thing. And then if that particular person doesn't have one end of the table, like whether it be a 6 or let's say the other side has a 3, if neither you have a 6 or a 3, then you collect from that draw pile. You keep collecting dominoes up until you get one and you put it down. And then the next person goes. But the whole point of the game is for the last person with no dominoes left wins.
Yeah. Or if somebody
that was my understanding.
If somebody runs out of dominoes, let's say the other 2 players have 6 dominoes, whatever those dominoes add up to, the person who says dominoes or whoever wins gets all those points too, the way I play, but I don't know. You must be looking it up or something.
I have it because now I'm fucking confused. I don't think we've ever played in the boneyard. I don't think we've ever played that way. But, let's see. Dominoing occurs when one player goes out by playing all of his dominoes. Okay? The sum of the spots of all opposing players is computed and added to the dominoing player's score rounded to the nearest 5. In partnership play, the spots of the partner of the one or domino are not counted. But there's more ways of playing dominoes because you were counting
dominoes with Roger.
Yeah, you start counting. You count at the end. That's how we count. So at the end when there's nothing like a boneyard, there's no more dominoes left. Nobody else has the next piece. Then whatever little dominoes you have left over, whoever has the less dominoes, the less numbers of points on their little dominoes wins.
You're right. That's if nobody dominoes though.
Right. Or even then, whoever, if you're playing more than 2 people, who gets second place, who gets third place, whatever.
Yeah, I'm fucking confused now. So I guess I'm trying to.
How do you play, Frank?
So I'm trying to guess the. Okay, I guess it's the 5-up variation, right?
Oh no, that's all I know.
Because that's the hood one, right? That's the hood one. Everybody plays in the South that way. It's the one where you count the ends, count your dominoes. But I don't remember playing with the boneyard. But I guess we'll get back to the real rule for playing. Following the rules in the game. I'm playing the West. Standing double 6s. Dominoes 28. In England, these games tend to play all opposing players are following or 5. Mexican train domino rules. What the fuck? Well, I guess they're variations right there. Yeah. Same play with double 12, set 91 or double 9s. I guess. All fives, also known as mugging. The 5 games with double sixes by 2 or 4 players. The dominoes are shuffled face down each player. 5 dominoes, regardless of the number of players. The player with the highest doublet plays. Scoring happens during and at the end of each game. The first player lays down, block the game. So yeah, this is the one that we're talking about, Brian. So for instance, doublets are laid across. So for instance, if there is a 3 at one end of the chain and a 6 at the other, a player could play double sixes, which could be useful because the ends would add up to 15. 3 plus 6 plus 6, which adds up to 15, multiples of 5. There's a double 5 in the end. So that one's actually called all fives. So that's what we were talking about. So you get 5 dominoes regardless of what it is. And you don't, let's say, should a player lay down the tile at the ends up multiple 5 and fails to declare it, any player can shout out mugging or, whatever word is used.
We play with 7, though.
Yeah, so that's a different game, though. The game ends as soon as a player has no more tiles left, or alternatively when one of the players can play the tile. The winner, so we don't go into the boneyard on that one. So I'm used to playing that way. So it if you can't play, you can't play. You keep knocking until everybody stops playing. No one ends it. So, but
the only way that we knock the way that I play is the boneyard end.
Yeah, I mean that's the one. But so what else did you want to talk about? What else did you want to include there, Leslie?
Delete this shit.
About dominoes?
No, about anything. Period.
We're
gonna go around the table. Jamie, come over here.
This shit better get deleted though.
Go ahead.
So the new movie came out, the Ghostbusters movie. I guess that was kind of a flashback with Ghostbusters, the original one. This was all ladies like, but I think I like the original Ghostbusters.
Did you watch the Ghostbusters movie yet?
Yeah.
So how you? So,
I haven't seen it yet, but I don't like the change. I like the old guys. I just like the older version of it.
Whoa! Why do you not like? You got something? You're a female. You got something against all female cast?
Absolutely not. I think they're funny. I just thought I don't like the whole twist on it. That's it.
What's the twist? You haven't seen it.
I didn't even know that shit
on
was
it.
a movie.
So what the fuck? How you gonna put something out there and just be like have an opinion on it without actually
watching it? I saw the previews of it, and it looks like it's gonna be whack. So I'm going on based on
for the record. I haven't seen it either. So I mean, I could be coming in this blind, but how can you have an opinion about something you haven't seen or experienced?
By watching the previews. Normally by previews you can get a glimpse of what the movie's going to consist of, and that looked like crap.
They don't sell you on the previews.
It doesn't sell the movie, and it didn't sell me on it.
So only The Rock and Kevin Hart.
I'll tell you what will sell me, though, if they come up with a new Power Rangers movie. I like Power Rangers.
I used to play that shit, but that's something I don't want to see come back. You can keep that one down in the closet.
What's that, Power Rangers?
I used to like the white one.
The White Ranger and the pink. The pink was my favorite, but they had that whole the Red Romance Ranger.
Red Romance.
Yeah.
Because the pink and the red one were dating. That was awesome. It was so romantic.
What the fuck was the red? Hold on, I'm looking that shit up right now. Red Romance.
It was so romantic.
Ranger. What the fuck is that? Was that like a Red Romance Power Ranger?
It wasn't really his name. I'm just saying he had the romance with the Pink Ranger. So in other words, they were like
I used to like the green one too. The green one.
The green one was pretty.
That was the name of the episode. What was that sound effect?
Motherfucker sounds like Seth Rogen when he.
Well, let's talk about music.
What about music? I don't know shit about music, so I'm like,
music back then, at least, I don't know, at least to me, was more.
And I remember
meaningful.
being in
now
Sweetwater.
Kind of like, now it's kind of like they can come up with what was that? Soup and juice?
Gin and juice.
No, it was No, it was soda. It was something soda on the side. What is that? What is that song? How does that song go?
I know it, but I'm not even gonna
Something
bring
about
up
soda
that
on the side. I was like, how
Fuck that
ridiculous
shit.
of a freaking song is that?
Which one?
Nowadays it looks like they're coming up with
I
shit.
want candy.
Oh,
Aaron Carter right there.
No, it seemed like back then the music's made so
Whatever
much
happened
more
to that
sense.
What about
Now
the
it's kinda
Hanson
like-
brothers?
I think it was called chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup and the soda on the side. How ridiculous is that? I was like, really?
Que vos no sos del barrio, vos no puedes entender.
Bro, this shit was ridiculous. Let me tell you.
They're talking about
It's like
ramen
nowadays
noodles.
music is like you can make up anything, and I was like, oh, all of
with
a sudden
soda
you're a
on the
hit.
side. It's got to be grape or strawberry
Because ours is better right now.
or orange.
No, that's what I'm saying. Now it's like shit. Before, back in the day, it was at least something. Now it's kind of like, what the fuck happened to music?
Timmy Turner. Exactly. Huh.
Well, I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, at least.
What do you mean, what
now it's
happened to
kind of like,
music?
So what?
What do you mean? What happened in music?
Yeah.
And it don't make sense now. Now you can make anything and make money. Before, back then, at least it had some
That
lyrics.
was around back in the days too.
The stories told. I mean, at least the music
Cisco.
told stories.
Okay, Cisco. What story did Cisco tell?
Something about a thong
Alright then.
and a butt, and just like that.
Girls
What
got
was that?
What? I don't know.
Horrible music's been around forever. It was probably the first type of music.
Who let the dogs out?
This song?
I think that might be the song. No, that's not the song. That's another ridiculous ass song, but that's not the song I was talking about. What was the song, Brian?
Ah man, it's
Something
not even worth
noodle
mentioning.
soup and a soda on the side.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's the whole song. That's exactly what it said. I'll have a
Hey man, shout out to Nelly, dog, with one of those
Aw,
Air Force
I
One
know.
style, dog.
Oh. Nelly was
in my
awesome.
Air Force One. Dog, those shoes, dog. Everybody laughing had a pair, dog. So I don't know why they laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So,
should eat it.
I know I used to like the
Nelly
high
was
As a matter of
tops.
fact, I think we
Personally.
still have a pair. Don't you?
Let the
30
tongue hang.
30
dog,
pieces of
like a dog.
AG bought me a limited edition one of Valentine's Day. It had those little Valentine's hearts in
The
them.
hearts.
Oh,
Damn. Hey, you probably met Frank in Air Force
For
One.
real, I
Well,
did.
Maybe a pair of Timberlands,
And a long
dog.
tee.
Their pants, dog.
This guy.
Leave that for the next wife material. Bro.
Oh, man.
When
I have so much to say about 30 pieces AG. I guess that's what you guys identify him as.
yeah, we'll talk about that one when Casey Stork and wife.
That's terrible. That's not even funny.
What are you looking at?
He's showing me somebody is putting some roaches under the wife's foot. I would die. I would fucking die. That's not even funny. I'd flip. I would. I have a phobia of roaches. I could do spiders all day, any day. A roach,
What
I
about
would be
the-
on
what
top of
about
a
the
table
ones that
screaming my
fly?
guts out.
What about the flying roaches?
This is exactly why. So in Miami, okay, so
It all-
tropical weather.
Hey,
Let's talk about
I
roaches
remember
real
going
quick.
to class.
If you-
and
if
a
you
little
turn the
fucking
light
roach
on-
decided to join me. Dog.
If
He
you turn
jumped
the
in my
light
book
on
bag.
and a
dog.
roach, like instead of
Nigga
them
popped out
running
in
away
class,
from you,
dog.
they fly towards you.
Let her talk.
I'm telling
Fuck
you. In
this
tropical
show,
weather,
bro.
people that live in the
Race
tropical
this
weather
shit.
knows about this. When you turn the lights on and a roach flies towards you, it's deadly. It's deadly. It's traumatizing. It really is. It's supposed to fly away from you like a regular bug would, but when it flies towards you to
I
attack
wonder
your
if
ass,
the roach realizes
that's
that
like,
the fucking
what the
human
fuck
is
is
scared
going
of
on
them.
kind of situation. And that's
I
exactly
removed a
why I'm
roach out of
traumatized.
somebody's ear at work.
That's why I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized with roaches. I can't do roaches. I can do spiders all day, any day, but roaches.
She just said it twice.
Roach.
She
That's
could do.
kind of
She could
similar
do.
to roach to her and moist are the same words.
And I don't know about Leslie, but
Moist
I love
roach.
roaches, though. Especially
Yeah.
when you ain't got shit, though. Nah,
That's
y'all don't get it.
disgusting.
No.
That's disgusting.
Let's play.
So what, Brian, Mike? So what about you? What you got? What you got to say? You said her opening up before we even started going live. You had a lot of shit to talk about.
I don't know what's the topic about, man. No more, man. I'm just looking at Instagram. I'm just laughing right now.
What are you looking at Instagram?
I'm looking about a fat guy.
And
He
a little
apparently
suit.
played in the Rios. He's from Ethiopian. And it's saying fat people, there's still hope to become a swimmer. And then he's in last place.
The one that looks like Carmelo Anthony?
I'm actually interested in watching that new Baywatch show by The Rock that's about to be coming out with Zac Efron. That show used to be good whenever it came out. I don't know.
Baywatch? You used to like Baywatch.
Had that guy in there with the fucking bronze looking hair going back. The original show.
Are you talking
The
about that?
original Baywatch.
The big guy, the German?
Yeah.
the guy.
David Hasselhoff?
Yeah.
I think so. I
That's
don't know.
his name.
I just,
He's a German singer too.
Yeah.
Sings, yeah.
The
Original Baywatch
Rock
guy.
and Zac Efron. That show's coming out again.
That's cool.
So is it
I
gonna
would
be like
definitely
the
watch that
same?
again.
So is it gonna be like a continuation of like a modern day Baywatch, or are they gonna redo the old Baywatch with modern names, modern
They're
actors?
just bringing back the abs and the chest with the with the
Episodes.
tanning lotion on and
Now
and
the
the-
tits.
I didn't see any of the female cast.
Of course.
Ooh, keep the males on, yeah.
It's gonna be hard to replace Pamela Anderson though. I don't know who they're gonna put in.
How hard is it gonna be, really?
I don't know though. They're gonna put in there though.
That's exciting. I would watch Baywatch again. I would watch Friends if they ever bring that back again too.
So what TV shows is everybody watching? Anybody? I don't really watch TV that much.
Right now?
I'm watching Penny Dreadful. I'm watching Mr. Robot. I just got done.
Mike just woke up when I said that.
I'm watching The Man in the High Castle. That shit was raw. Watching a lot of shit, man. Yeah.
And there he goes back off again.
So for those who can't see, what's going on?
Wow, that's messed up. But anyways, for those of you that didn't see it, it was just like a little intro to on Instagram. So I guess with the closing touches, we're about an hour and 30 minutes, about 22 minutes into this experiment of a show. So anybody else wants to say anything else before we close it out?
Good night.
Anybody else? Brian? Nothing? Leslie? Abigail?
No.
Jamie?
No, I'm good.
All right. With that, folks, hey, tune into the next episode.
Hey, man, this shit was
I
whack,
that's
bro.
all, folks.
Don't listen to this shit. If you're listening right now, dog, that person might shoot themselves, though.
So, all right. Go shoot yourself. You know, you heard it here.
Shoot yourself. That's the name of this show, though.
And that's it.
I believe that's all, folks.
All right. And with that, hey, I want to say, hey, Casey Stork, when you get back, we'll continue our recording. And everybody else, thanks for listening. Enjoy the music.